Bridge Street is sponsored by Woodford Brothers.
Think about it, but learning the importance of basement waterproofing, proper gutter installation, and radon mitigation can be crucial to keeping you safe in your home. And the Woodford Brothers, they are here to help. Tom Woodford Sr. and Tom Woodford Jr. join me now with some key tips. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Let me tell you, you are a big hit in our household. We've seen your commercials and the billboards. My 7-year-old is one of your biggest fans when they see you guys. So we were just chatting off camera here about wet basements. I know a little something about that. Why is it so important to keep our basements dry?
So typically there's 3 reasons why homeowners call us in the first place. The first is to maintain property value because they're looking to sell the home soon. The second is to improve quality of life because they're not getting the full use out of their home at that time. And the third is to restore peace of mind because they're just worried that something might happen. There's a lot of people that, travel to Florida during the winter and they've had their basement flood and they're really nervous about it. So restoring that peace of mind is something that's important to us and alleviating that damp, musty smell that's in the basement and so often associated with the basement area. And really, in the end, what we're looking to do is create dry, usable, clean space for our homeowners. So.
Yeah, which we absolutely love. So if someone calls you and be like, my basement's been flooding, my basement, I'm not saying from personal experience, yes I am, but so what is something that you guys then would do and assess and take a look?
So we would send out our design specialist who's been trained. We actually send them out to get extensive training and they would come out and do a full thorough inspection. They would ask some questions to the homeowner. Really what we try to uncover too is the customer why, which is really important to us because it takes us to the next level where we can understand, not only what's causing the problem, but why the customer wants to have that fixed so that we can truly solve their real need. So they go out, they do a thorough inspection, they do a detailed drawing, they leave a proposal on site that day. We're very big on that. We are not the guys that are going to get back to you in 2 weeks. We want to leave a proposal on site. Then if that is good with the homeowner, we do have our same-day savings as well that we can pass on to them. And then we would look to get it scheduled for them and have a crew come out and take care of the issue.
And we were also, I had a lot of questions for them during the commercial break, let me tell you. But one of the things that you mentioned on how to make things dry is to have good gutters. Talk about good gutters and the services that you guys provide with that.
Well, I'll speak to the gutters. We would never say that gutters alone will give you the dry basement, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. And the bottom line is that gutters will simply alleviate a lot of that excess water that otherwise is going to come right to the drip line, right there where it's susceptible to getting into the foundation. So just getting rid of that water and getting it away from the house initially is just a great preventative step. It's not the whole answer, but it's definitely a step in the right direction.
And you guys have a certain product that helps with cleaning gutters and preventing any buildup or anything like that.
Well, okay, so for years we've installed conventional gutters, a typical K-style gutter. Those are 5-inch. We now sell gutter shutter, which is honestly the world's strongest gutter.
Gutter shutter, I like that.
Well, it won't plug. It won't bend, it won't pull away from the house. The paint is warranted for 20 years. They're 6 inches instead of 5 inches. Everything is bigger and stronger and heavier duty, and most importantly for me is they won't plug. I can even speak from personal experience that, years ago I had screens on gutters, and on the back of the house you're not paying attention and you don't realize it, that all of that water is not going down the drains like you thought it was. It's overflowing and going right against the foundation, which is exactly where we don't want it. So gutters is a bit of a stretch for us in the basement business, but really, when you think about it, it's hand in glove. It's part of the overall package.
Now, one thing that I think a lot of people may not think of until maybe they're buying a home, going through the inspection, is the radon inside. So talk about the importance of detecting radon, mitigating that.
Well, okay, radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer. I think as we get cigarette smoking under control and that's less prevalent, radon is still an issue. It's easily solved, but radon is definitely a health concern that people need to be made aware of. It's a concern, and something that's relatively easy to mitigate.
How is that done? Is there like a certain appliance or something that gets attached on? How does that work?
Well, okay.
So I'm assuming you go out and test like the levels, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
The EPA recommend the action level is 4 picocuries per liter, which is just a measurement as to the concentration of radon in the air. But people don't realize it. Radon, your neighbor can be fine and you can have high levels. The only way to know is to test. The science of it, radon, uranium is in the ground, it breaks down, it turns into radon gas. As it comes up out of the ground, it tends to actually be drawn toward our houses. A lot of people don't realize, but there's negative pressure in your basement due to stack effect because heat rises. So the radon is actually brought into the house and concentrated there exactly where we don't want it to be. We don't want to be there breathing it.
Yeah.
So it's easy to mitigate in that we can put a fan system that draws a little bit more vacuum under the concrete slab, and we collect the radon and exhaust it up through the roof and get rid of it where it's not a health hazard.
That's why they're the experts, and you can find them at woodfordbrothers.com. You see there right at the bottom of your screen. Thanks so much, guys, for coming in.
Thank you.
I'm learning a little something, too. All right, Bridge Street. We'll be right back.
Thank you.